where we landing today, boys? As you guys can see, we are on the road. We have 18 hours to go on this 22-hour drive. We're actually going, this is gonna be by far the furthest I've ever gone for a customer, which is 22 to 24 hours all the way to El Paso, Texas. And I say 22 to 24 because it showed 21 and some change. But you guys already know with stops, fuel, traffic, and anything, you know, it becomes just the most simplest stuff ends up pushing the time back so much further. But anyways, this is gonna be the longest trip. I'm going for something that's in his eyes worth what I charged and worth what the car's, you know, being sold for. So, you know, if it makes sense to him, it's a go. If it doesn't, you know, I offer other options too. But as of right now, this is what we're doing. And I had another call today for Josue. Unfortunately, there was a mix-up with some communication and stuff, so I had already told him yes, but this customer had already locked in before that, and I kind of was a little, I don't know, I was out of it. So called my boy Diego and set it up with him so that way he doesn't lose out on this, on whatever he had going on, and Diego takes care of it. So right now we're working as a team. We're both driving, you know, separate trucks and trailers and stuff like that. So he's gonna take care of that job for me, and I'm taking care of this one. This is gonna be at least a 2.5, 3 day trip, just because it's basically a day drive there and a day drive back. And for this, I absolutely have to sleep at least a couple hours in between, or spread it out, you know, maybe 2 hours here, 2 hours, you know, there, maybe an hour somewhere in the middle, 30 minutes, an hour, you know, because this is going to be a long drive. And I've driven this long before when I went to Miami, but it's different because I had no trailer and it was kind of like chill ride. So we'll see how this goes with the load and stuff like that. I never actually been to El Paso, and I'm driving through New Mexico, so I got to follow their gun laws and stuff, so it's gonna be a little tricky. We'll see what happens, because if I go down through like the middle of Texas and stuff, it's gonna take me an extra 4 hours, and that's 4 hours that I'm not willing to drive, because this is already a long trip. So I don't want to make it a extra long trip just because of some laws. So we'll figure it out. Anyways, we're back to recording with this for now. Maybe switch it up again later, but this is a little bit easier to deal with. The glasses is 3 minutes every video, and then you gotta kind of like keep editing from there. So we'll see. And this one is better for the night recording. Gives some decent quality. I got everything so far so good. It's a clear road, weather's good, so we'll see how this goes, and I'll get back to you guys in a bit. And we finally got some sunlight, boys. See sunrise somewhere over there. Anyways, cruising at 80. We got 11 hours to go still, which I think is crazy because we've already been driving for 10.5 hours. So we should be there by 7, but it's gonna be too late. So I'm gonna have to wait till the morning. So Friday morning, because it's gonna be dark and late. Because probably once I get deeper into Texas, because I'm in Oklahoma right now, I'm gonna run into that Texas traffic, which is normal, but it is what it is. And the guy doesn't want me doing any business at night, per usual. It's dark and stuff, just random people that we've never met, so we like to play it safe. Anyways, sailing. Still have not taken a nap. Looking for a decent place to nap. Let's see. I'm not too tired yet, so I'm kind of waiting till I get like, you know, to that point where you kind of like, all right, I'm gonna take a nap, which is a little weird because I spent all day yesterday awake. I woke up like at 9 in the morning, I think 8 in the morning. So technically I've been up for about 24 hours now. I feel good, so I think it's kind of because like I'm in drive mode right now, I'm in work mode. So I know as soon as I get a little closer, because I know I got a lot of time on my hands basically to sleep a whole night. So if I can find a decent spot that looks pretty safe, then I'll bunker down for the night, get some food, maybe take a shower at one of the truck stops. I do carry extra clothes and stuff like that, so we'll see, because it's gonna be a 3-day trip almost, so I definitely need to freshen up and stuff to feel good. So we'll see. I'll show you guys maybe once I get closer, you know, because pretty much it's just me yapping until we get there, because this is all it is just, you know, through Oklahoma is just kind of clear, nothing too crazy. So we'll see if anything comes up, and then we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys in a bit. And where have we landed, boys? We are in Hobbs, New Mexico. So we're actually driving through New Mexico after all, headed to El Paso. Beautiful weather, as you guys can see. I don't have my sweatshirt on, nothing. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm gonna try to make it before sundown, because if I could, then I could see the car, pick it up today, and then I could just sleep for like maybe 2-3 hours, then get back on the road. There's no rush, but if I could get the car on the trailer sooner the better. That way I don't spend too much time this way. I could just kind of start heading back this way and just kind of trot along instead of waiting the whole night till morning, and then, you know, by 9-10 o'clock, or then it's gonna make a 2-day trip a fucking 4-day trip. So I'd rather just kind of get it done today. And the traffic has been going so smooth, and I don't want to jinx it, but it's been super chill. These are like streets / highway, I don't know what you want to call it, but the speed limit's 75 in some places. So I mean, I think you could probably do 80, 85, but I've only seen one cop this whole trip, so I'm kind of pushing my luck a little bit, but we'll be okay. Anyways, we got, let's see, 4 hours to go, so I will catch you guys once we get there. Check this view out. Just pulled over real quick just to kind of show you guys quick little view. This wheel was making anyways, check this out. This is crazy. I usually never stop either. This is fucking crazy. Everything looks so cool. Man, as you guys can see, clearly speed limit is like freaking 80 miles an hour over here. But just double checking everything. I think we're good. I just really wanted to check out this view work. Oh man, everybody's passing super fast. Anyways, just want to show you guys, we got 2 hours left. We're back in Texas, but oh, this looks so cool. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in a bit. So what have we picked up, boys? Check this clean 2-door out. Now it's a little dark, but you guys get the picture. Gee, this thing is nice. I'll show you guys in the morning, like daytime, how it actually looks. Absolutely zero rust on this beauty. So just gonna take off the plates, give them back to him, get back on the road, back to Chicago. These hubcaps don't fall out, and we should be good to go. And where have we landed, boys? As you guys can see, the sun is up. It's almost middle of the day, and my fans are on, so you know that means it's hot out, which is unfortunate because then I have to go back to Chicago. It's cold ass weather. But check this out. This thing is pretty clean. Yes, it's got a flat tire, but that's okay. I strapped it down with the flat tire, well, afterwards, and it's still tight. But this is it. This thing is pretty clean. It does have full interior, but the doors are locked. You guys already know I locked the doors so none of the bums could get in, and the hubcaps are inside, the ones that were loose or whatever. But yeah, this thing is, it's got like, you know, little cosmetic stuff that's gonna get fixed, but other than that, this thing is pretty solid. Paint job is, I mean, you guys can see for yourself. Obviously, it's not a freaking $30,000 paint job, but you know, hood is straight. You know how sometimes they have that bend right here. Needs a filler, but little stuff like that. And what's been really bothering me so bad this trip is this right here. I need to just stop messing around and take it to T-Mont, because look, it's getting worse. I'm actually really considering just buying a new one and then fixing this one just enough to where it's not gonna break, and then replace the passenger side with it. Just call it a day. That way they can both be removable, even though the passenger side would probably never really get removed because I don't really load anything that big. Anyways, we are feeling pretty good. I took like a freaking 6-hour nap. I didn't mean to sleep that long, but there's no rush, and I'm actually gonna take another nap a little bit later because I'm getting to Chicago about 1 in the morning, and I really don't want to go home and then go back to drop the car off. So I'll be stopping probably somewhere, I don't know, before Illinois, or who knows, I don't know nothing. I might just go stop at the shop and sleep there where this car is going from 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, whatever, but there's no rush. So I'll actually be stopping in Oklahoma City to get some michelada mix and beef jerky from Scarface. If you're down from like Houston, Dallas, and all that, you guys know what that is. So anytime I come out this way, I try to get 1 or 2 just because I like it. And the beef jerky I've never had, so I'll see what they have. Take some home. Take some, maybe a couple mixes home with me. I just gotta get a little cooler. I have one at home, like the small little bag coolers from Buc-ee's, and I thought about it and I forgot when I left. So now I'm gonna have to either buy one, or honestly, I'll just put them in some rags back here because it's gonna be cold anyways by the time I get to like Kansas. So it should be good, but I do want to make sure they stay cold. So what I'll do is I'll buy like a bag of ice and then just put it in a plastic bag from the gas station. Call it a day. It's gonna be cold. It's cold over there. I mean, as long as it stays 30 degrees, it should be good. Look at that bull hauler. Oh, I can mess with the gimbal like that. Pretty cool. That thing's nice. Anyways, we're about to get back on the road. Unfortunately, we have to leave Texas. It's so nice over here. I actually would consider moving out here, but I would have to find a whole new career and everything, and you know, which isn't the worst because I mean, I could become a freaking pipe fitter or something, like a welder, or I don't know, start a tow company out here. There's a lot of competition out here though, so be a little bit harder than Chicago. We'll see. We'll see. Next thing you know, I'll be doing the Texas to Chicago runs and coming back empty instead of going from Chicago empty to Texas, coming back to Chicago. So it's something to maybe consider in the near future, but we'll see. Anyways, enough yapping. I'll get back to you guys. Maybe if this guy replies to my message, see where he's got his little setup at today, and then we'll go from there. And we got some traffic, guys. Holy shit. This is insane. Burnt up this whole field. Oh man, I hope the guy's alive. Oh yeah, he's right there. Holy shit. Nothing is left. Shit. Well, that's what happens when there's catastrophic mechanical failures. But that actually wasn't too bad. Traffic is rolling pretty good, so even when there was a long line, it still was kind of flowing. So that's something you run into when you're on the road all the time, is accidents, fires, crashes. You name it, you're gonna see it if you're on the road long enough. I thought it was like a car on fire. I wouldn't have expected the whole semi to be burnt up like that. It was probably to begin with a big fire, because usually those truck drivers have a fire extinguisher on hand. I carry two. I'm thinking of actually upgrading to the big ones, just to have two in the trunk or something, like in the bed, strapped down, like with that little nice, attachment to hold it, or even one big one in here and then one big one out there. But I don't know, just because fires is one of my worst nightmares, especially like if it's the fire on the trailer. That would suck, because just a customer's car or something, but that's what insurance is for. Anyways, enough yapping. We got about 8 hours to go, and then we'll be in Chicago. Feel pretty good. I know I look tired, but I slept 6 hours or something like that, and probably around maybe 5 o'clock. It's about to be 4 o'clock now. Maybe about 5 o'clock when I put gas. Maybe I'll take an hour nap. We'll see. Like I said, there's no rush, so I'm kind of just taking my time. I'm actually stopping. When I pump gas, I stop and grab a snack, walk around, stretch, get some sun. And it feels weird to do that because it's something I'm not used to, but this trip was so long that I just, I have to take a couple breaks here and there and stretch, get some sun on my face, breathe some outside air. Been drinking a lot of water, so I'm trying to stay hydrated, but feel pretty good, not too bad. So far we've been out 43 hours, so nothing too crazy. This truck hasn't turned off since I left, it amazes me how this thing's just such a workhorse. Like, just turn on and go for a week if I wanted to. When I take breaks, the truck stays on. I don't ever shut it off until I get back home, just because one time I did shut it off and it almost didn't start back up. So I got like this phobia, or like I'm scared that this thing's not going to turn back on for whatever reason, and I'm going to be stuck at a gas station until I figure it out or find a mechanic or something. So this thing just stays on all the time, 24/7, up until I get back to home. So enough yapping. I will see you guys probably tomorrow when I get to, I'm going to get home tonight. I'm going to end up going home probably because it's not going to be at the shop till 9. It's going to be a long time, just kind of wasting time somewhere. I'd rather just be home I'll eat that hour drive there and hour drive back. It is what it is at this point. So I will see you guys tomorrow unless something pops up, and then I'll record a little bit. And we are back in Chicago, boys. So actually, well, this camera's always got something going on. I think that's why I stopped using it. Anyways, it's about 9 in the morning and I just dropped off the car, but I just missed it. He literally closed the door right now. Came over here to my boy Tommy. You guys know. He's over here in the city. But trailer's empty, which means the car got transported safe and sound. Basically, a 3-day trip. This is by far, I think, the longest that I've driven for a car. I mean, I've driven like further before, but let's see. So far, we did 54 hours and 14 minutes, and that is crazy work just to kind of do straight through. I could have done it there back like I usually do, but honestly sometimes it's not worth the risk of falling asleep at the wheel, especially when I have a car in the trailer, because now it's double the risk and all that good stuff. Like, why put can't even talk. That's how you know I'm still tired. Why put people's lives at risk for the sake of an extra couple bucks in my pocket just because I want to make it on time? When I say next day delivery, it's usually next day delivery, but for trips like this, I mean, it's impossible to come next day. It's literally 23 hours there, and it took a little bit longer coming back, something like that, because you have to stop every couple hours to put gas, eat. I eat on the road, but it's inevitable. You're gonna add extra time no matter what happens. Even if everything goes perfect, you're always adding time to the clock. So that being said, that's a wrap for this one. I know it's a little boring, but hopefully we can get a little bit better content soon with nicer cars, like cam stuff and big wheel stuff. I know you guys like seeing the classics and stuff like that. I didn't really record it too much, so I needed to get better at that. This is a learning process for me, so bear with me, guys. And again, thanks to everybody that watches, likes, and subscribes, and I'll see you guys in the next.